Facebook has released a report indicating that some 74 different countries contacted the social networking site for information, personal information on some of its users. So according to the report, government agents from 74 different countries sought information on about 38,000 Facebook users only in the first half of 2013, okay? And they did admit that about half of those requests came from the US government, which shouldn't be surprising to you whatsoever. What I find fascinating about this is the US government actually bans social networking sites from disclosing the exact number of requests that they've made. However, Facebook did release a range of figures so people will be aware of what's really going on behind the scenes. Now, Facebook says that they turned over some data in response to 60% of those requests. And they did also release a statement indicating that they fight many of those requests, pushing back when we find legal deficiencies and narrowing the scope of overly broad and vague requests. When we are required to comply with a particular request, we frequently share only basic user information, such as name.
Yeah, everybody is acting like this is bad news. I actually, considering the past few months, find this to be extremely good news because our government is going to Facebook and asking for the information. Thank God they can't just get it themselves automatically. I thought they had that power.
Well, I'm sure they're working on that.
Oh, I'm sure. But for now, at least, Facebook's between us and the government.
Well, remember, we had previously done a story about how a lot of these social networking sites and search engines, like Google, for instance, can charge the government per request. So they're making money off of this, and the government is using taxpayer dollars to pay these social networking sites and these search engines and these telephone companies in order to obtain that information on us. So it's a vicious cycle, and it's obviously not good.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing that people don't understand about all the social media stuff. We are the product. We
I was just going to say that.
are the product. That is the truth. It's
You
not.
are the product.
That's the
right.
reason they're giving it to you for free, because then you give them every little bit about yourself. I actually got off Facebook. I have no personal page on there. I have a fan page, but I don't have a personal page. That was going to sound horrible no matter how I said it, but because I only put out one picture a day or a link to my show or something like that, and I've removed the personal part of that, and I put a lot of stuff out there openly on my show and on Twitter and all that, but I feel like I got a little bit of control of my information back. I don't know if, look, they probably have my old page there somewhere, and I'm sure someone's going, it's there somewhere, really, but they said they deleted it. No.
Well, what creeps me out about all of this is it's just this creeping surveillance. We already know that this is happening, and so this is more just a confirmation, but I'm still creeped out by this surveillance that we have going on throughout all of our electronic lives that we have, and it just, when you have the ability to track all of the grassroots and all the activists people, because I don't think that you're going to find there's a lot of folks who are, say, I don't know, the mafia, for example, operating on Facebook and talking about where they're going to meet up and do the next crime that they're going to do. They're following, regular folks. I believe that they are mostly using this to target and to follow regular folks who might be, like, say, environmental activists who are gathering to make demonstrations against corporations, the Keystone XL pipeline, any one of those things. They're sort of using that against ordinary people to protect corporations, maybe.
Yeah, I'm going to make one last point, and this is probably a pretty depressing thought, but wouldn't it be amazing if Facebook users were as angry about Facebook selling your personal information to governments around the world as they were whenever Facebook redesigns how the feed looks or what font they use for messages or something? They get worked up about that, but not so much about the invasion of privacy.
But that feed, it's so confusing. It's just
Oh, it
terrible.
changed.
Oh, God.